Okay, sir, first of all, your name?
My name is Trey Duhon.
Spell your last name?
T-R-E-Y, last name Duhon, D-U-H-O-N.
Tell me about yesterday, kind of got the finalization on this sign, basically the sign and the order for weapons in the courtroom.
That's
or
correct.
The courthouse.
That's correct. We've been involved in litigation for a couple of years now with the Attorney General of Texas regarding the signage that we have outside of our courthouse, which is based on the Texas Penal Code 4603 subsection A, which basically says that guns are not allowed on the premises of the courthouse. The Attorney General had disagreed with our interpretation of that statute and filed an enforcement action against Waller County. And I think as this morning, a district judge there granted judgment for Waller County and against the AG, saying that his actions were overreaching.
What started this out? This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, you know, several years ago, the Texas legislature, as you know, went to open carry, and they passed a law basically making it such that you could not basically prohibit guns in certain situations. And so that's kind of what started it. But they never changed the language under 4603, which still says that firearms are prohibited on the premises of the courthouse. The AG gave an opinion, which in my honest opinion was probably the worst AG opinion I've ever seen out of the state of Texas, basically saying that when they were talking about the premises of the courthouse, they meant the courtroom specifically and certain offices. Therefore, if there were non-court offices within the building, you could not prohibit guns inside of the courthouse itself.
Y'all had offices throughout the building besides the courtroom, right?
Well, a lot of our offices actually are related to our court facilities here. We have a district court, we have a county court at law, we also have commissioner's court. So in a way, they're all kind of related to the court, but we also have an auditor's office and a treasurer's office as well. But you have to remember, our courthouse was built in the 1950s when we didn't have all of these requirements and laws that we have now, especially with security. It's very difficult to just put security stations at the entrance to every door.
Now this is not, they kind of tagged Waller County with this, but there's other counties involved in this too, and it's cost other counties quite a bit of money because they kind of complied with when Paxton came with the order.
That's correct. The AG before Waller County had actually gone to several counties and basically intimidated them into making changes or taking down their signs. Some counties actually moved offices out of the courthouse in order to be in compliance. Some counties spent tens of thousands of dollars. When he came to Waller County, we actually drew a line in the sand and said, no, we're actually applying the law exactly as it was intended by the legislature. And you can't have a more conservative approach than that. So we said what we're doing is exactly what the law requires, and we just refuse to bow to pressure. And so that's when they filed the enforcement action. But we had amicus briefs filed in this case by Texas Association of Counties, the Association of County Judges and Commissioners. I mean, we had a lot of support amongst counties and municipalities all over the state of Texas.